Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat, also known as the Nurse Flipper, and today it has been almost a week since Hurricane Idalia hit, so we actually have not been able to ship since a week ago, and we had our store on time away because of the hurricane. We still have $930 going out on eBay and $700 combined going out on Etsy, Mercari, and Poshmark. So some great stuff. Really good to know exactly what is selling right now on all of these online platforms, and I'm going to show you starting now. Alright, so I am going to start off with the other platforms. We're going to do it a little backwards compared to what we normally do. And I want to tell you, if you've been reselling, I would say for longer than 3 months, if you're not cross-posting, you need to. Sales have been slower for a lot of us, not for all of us. Some people are still having amazing sales. But if you are having slower sales, you need to cross-post. I recommend List Perfectly. That is what we have used exclusively for 3 years. And we have $700 in sales going out today because of that. So I know a lot of people are worried about the cost of it, but it really does pay for itself. So if you want to give it a try, and I definitely recommend that you do, you can use my code, the Nurse Flipper, get 30% off. Try it for a month. I think you will be happy with the results. So I'm going to show you exactly what we sold on the 3 platforms other than eBay, and I'm going to start off with Mercari. Not going to show you all of these because there are 7 of them, but we sold a lot of 7 license plates, and I will just show you the stack. 7 license plates sold for $70 on Mercari. I only paid $1 each for these. Our payout is $60, so I'm only $7 in. So the stack of license plates is a $53 profit. I do want to tell you too, because Mercari has started allowing bundles, and I've only sold a couple, but I noticed that their shipping is off. So there are 7 of these that we put at 8 ounces each, and Mercari sent us 1 label for 8 ounces. So I emailed their customer service. They wrote me back because I said 8 items or 7 items at 8 ounces each is 56 ounces, but you only sent me an 8 ounce label. They said, yes, we're aware of this. Use the label we sent you, and neither the customer nor the seller should be charged. So I will update you if we are charged. They said, even though that label says 8 ounces, this is going to be over 50 ounces. They told me still to use it, but this is a great profit. The license plates, I picked up 1,300 of them. You're going to see quite a few today. I'll try and zip through them so as not to bore you, but we have a lot of them going out, and we've had them over a year. So this is a continual profit when you buy those bigger lots. You will have some really fast selling, and then some like these that sell a year later, and the nice thing is they're all in the profit now. On a platform I did not mention, and that is Whatnot's marketplace. We sold a license plate for $10, and the payout is $8, so that one is a $7 profit. So you don't have to just do live selling over on Whatnot. They have a marketplace now. We don't get a ton of sales, maybe 1 or 2 a week, but you can copy your Poshmark closet straight into Whatnot marketplace, which is really nice with just 1 click. Up next is another Mercari sale. This is Princess House Crystal. If you're tempted to pick this up, don't. This vase sold for $7 whole. $7, payout was $5. I did only pay $1, so it is a $4 profit, but I will not be picking up the Princess House stuff anymore. All right, I think some of you might have laughed. I picked up some tie. They are not Beanie Babies. They are bigger ones. They are these kitty cats. They are from 2003, so technically they are vintage, and these 2 sold for $60 over on Etsy. I paid $4 a piece, so I paid $8 for them at the thrift store, and they're going to be about a $45 profit, and they sold in only about 3 months. Also over on Etsy is this vintage tea light holder. Beautiful capiche shell. I still have the $3. I need to mark that off. This one I picked up for $3. It sold for $30, so it is about a $22 profit. Up next was almost a $100 sale on Etsy. This is an authentic Diamond Collections Orioles satin jacket. If you do not know, watch for satin jackets. This one sold for $90 over on Etsy, and it sold in under a week. Up next, over on Poshmark, is a set of 3 Le Creuset little baking dishes. These I picked up for $3.99 at Salvation Army. They sold for $35 over on Poshmark. Payout is $28, so these are about a $24 profit. They did take about 6 months to sell. If you do not know the name Le Creuset, learn it. That is a lot of money. Almost anything you find from them is dollar signs. Up next is a frame that sold on Poshmark. Guys, everything sells on Posh that will sell on eBay. They do have a home section. This is just a vintage frame. It is empty. Really cool. This one sold for $15 on Poshmark. Look, I can frame myself. $15 on Posh. Payout is $10. I only paid $1, so this one's about a $9 profit. And then, also on Poshmark, 4 vintage crocheted pot holders. These sold for $9 over on Posh. You can see there is a little bit of staining, and I did notate that. These sold for $9. Payout is $7. I only paid $1, so these are a $6 profit. And then over on Mercari, this hat was a really fast sale. It has been listed less than a week. This Ford Racing, I did put the odometer was on here. This one sold for $19. Payout is $16. I paid $2, so this one's about a $14 profit, and again, was not even listed a week. On Poshmark, I sold some deer antlers. Do not pick up taxidermy. That is my tip to you for the day. These sold for $24. Payout is $19. And these are actually a wash. They were attached to a deer head taxidermy I picked up, and then I learned there are very, very strict laws about that. However, I can sell the antlers. So I did that, and these sold in about 2 months. Up next, this one sold on Whatnot Marketplace as well. This one sold to Miss Sandy. This is an 1893 Hestia ornament, and this one sold for $7. The payout is about $5, and I paid $1, so this one's about a $4 profit, but I've had this ornament for 3 years. That one took a long time to sell. Up next, really cute Jaguar salt and pepper shakers. These sold on Poshmark as well. We had a lot of Poshmark sales. These sold for $29. Payout is $23. I paid $2 for these in an estate sale, and they're going to be about a $20 profit. Also on Poshmark, books. These are open diver water manuals. These I got in a lot. I'm less than $1 in. They sold for $15 over on Posh. Payout is $10, and they are going to be about a $9 profit. Poshmark again, Laurel Birch. If you do not know, I love Laurel Birch. It doesn't all sell really high, but it does sell decent for me. I only paid $2 for this at the thrift store. It sold for $15. My payout's $10, so it's about an $8 profit. Last on the other platforms is a Harley Davidson jacket. This one's a really, really nice jacket. It does have the Harley patch here as well. This one sold for $55. There's that Harley there. Sold for $55. Payout's $44. I actually paid about $20 for this, so this one's going to be about a $24 profit. All right, now for eBay, we have 30 items going out. And first is this amazing J. King green turquoise double-stranded necklace. It actually has green and blue turquoise. This one I got in a lot for about $10. It sold for a best offer of $80, and it's going to be about a $60 profit. If you do not know, watch for DTR on these little sterling bells there. That stands for Desert Rose Trading, and then the J. King pieces have these little heart dangles. J. King is worth money. So if you see gemstone necklaces with this dangle heart, I would say pick it up. Up next is a Longaberger trivet. This one is new in the box. This one I got in a lot. I paid about $3 for it. It took about a year to sell. It sold for $18.19, and it's going to be about a $10 profit after fees. And then this is just a vintage frame joy photo. Really great for the holidays. I only paid $1 for this in an estate lot. It sold for $14. It did take about a year to sell, and it's going to be about a $10 profit after fees. All right, I've told you it is now football season. Get your football stuff listed no matter what it is. Look at this cute little Chiefs little puppy dog shirt. I picked this up for $1 at the thrift store. It sold for $10.46, so it's about a $7 profit. It did take about 6 months to sell, but I listed it at the end of football season, and now that it has started, it sold really fast. Up next, this one has not been listed but for about a month and a half. This is a Williamsburg pewter little mug. I got this in a lot for only about $2 to $3. It sold for $19.49 plus the buyer paid shipping. So this one is going to be about a $11 profit, and again, only a month and a half to sell. Up next, this one took about 8 months to sell. This is just a little ephemera booklet, the Sand Dune Story. This one I got for less than $1. It sold for $9.09, so it's going to be about a $7 profit. Most ephemera is going to take longer, but the nice thing is it's really easy to photograph, list, and ship, and it doesn't take up a ton of room. So you kind of have to weigh with some of the longer tail items, are they worth the space they take? And ephemera, you can put a whole stack of hundreds of them in a pretty small area. Up next, these suckers took 3 years to sell. 3 years. I thought they would sell faster. They're little hors d'oeuvres, forks with little jewels. These sold for $6.66. I didn't realize that till now. They sold for $6.66. I paid less than $1, so they are about a $4.50 profit, but they took forever. They are not branded. That is probably why. I bought them years ago. I thought they were cute, and lesson learned. But, and I get asked this all the time, I actually don't take stuff down typically once it's listed. I'm a list it and forget it. I do end and sell similar to try and freshen my listings up, but I don't actually take stuff out of the store and redonate it. I have the room, I have the space. It would be a little bit different if I didn't. However, I do have plenty of storage room. So once I put the time into listing things, I just leave them up. However, if you're somebody with less space, you might want to revisit at 6 months or a year and maybe redonate some stuff back if it hasn't sold. Up next is a Starbucks tumbler. I love picking up Starbucks tumblers. If you do not know, they don't sell like crazy like they used to, but this one only took about 3 months to sell. It's a yellow pineapple one. This one sold for $27.29. I'm only $5 in, so it's actually about a $17 profit, and this one doesn't even have a straw. I have sold the straws by themselves for $10 to $15. Starbucks stuff still sells, but not as fast or as high as it used to. Up next is a little Italian glass ornament. This one is so pretty. Very dainty, thin glass, if you can see here. This one sold for $18 though. You can pick ornaments up for $1 at yard sales and estate sales. So this one's gonna be about a $15 profit, and it did take about 8 months to sell. Up next, it took me forever to figure out what this is. So I will tell you, so if you come across one, you will know. This is called an ikebana. So what this is a bowl. You can put flowers in these stems, and you can see at the base there's a hole so they will get water. So basically it's like to make a little flower bowl arrangement. This one sold for $20. I paid $3 for it in an online auction lot, and it is going to be about a $14 profit. I do want to show it is signed, but most likely this is just a studio pottery piece, so I did not investigate that signature more. I just put artist signed and left it at that. Up Up next is a little letter opener. This one says, "You are loved." And this one is Robert Schuler. And this one came in a jewelry lot. I'm less than $1 in. It sold for $5.90, so it's about a $4 profit, and it took about a year to sell. All right, we have a run of license plates. I'm gonna go through them fast. I paid $1 each for these, got them in a big lot, and I have had them for a year. So I've had them a while, but I have made thousands of dollars off of these. So if you're looking at license plates, look up the year, look up the state, and try and find a tag similar. Some of these tags are worth hundreds of dollars, others not so much. So I'm gonna show you these I'll try and go through them fast, and they are all to different buyers. So first is this 1994 Pennsylvania tag. This one sold for $12, so it's about a $9 profit. And then here's what I'm talking about. This one's 40 years older and still only sold for $12.99. So this one's about a $10 profit. But this one actually is a new one, and this one was only listed for 2 weeks before it sold. Another one, this is an Alabama plate from 2001, so even newer, but this one sold for $14.99, plus the buyer paid shipping, making this one about an $11 profit. And then, if you wonder if they sell beat up, they do. Look at this Iowa one. This one sold for $12.99, so this one's another $9 profit. Linens are another thing I love. They don't take up a lot of space. They're easy to list and ship. This is a set of 4 little cocktail napkins. They sold for $14. I picked these up at Goodwill. I'm about $2 in, so these are going to be about a $10 profit, and they took about 6 months to sell. More license plates. It was a license plate kind of week. This one is a 1990s Pennsylvania tag. This one's another new one though, listed less than a month. It sold for $10, so it's about a $7 profit. Another new one, I bought another lot of license plates, that's why there are some new. This is another new one, listed less than a month. This one sold for $10, so it's another $7 profit, but it sold really, really fast. Up next are some Nike cleats. Sports seasons are starting. These Nike cleats I picked up for $3.99 at Goodwill. They are Alpha. These sold for $18, so they're about a $10 profit, and they took about 3 months to sell. Not very long. Up next is a Toys for Tots hat. Picked this one up for $1. This one has been listed for about 4 months. It sold for $12.99, and it is going to be about a $9 to $10 profit. Up next, and when you get jewelry, pay attention to the name. So this one is signed. It's signed on the inside of here. There you can kind of see it. This one is a Sergio Lub, California. It's just a little copper and brass bangle. This one sold for $17. I only paid $1, so this one's going to be about a $13 profit. And it sold in under a month. All right. If you do not know the maker of this, you need to know. It is money. This is a Wayne Kletzky. Crazy doll. Wayne Kletzky. This is Catherine's collection. I just want to show you some of the cool details. Look at that little robin's nest. She does have a stand. The other one, I got 2 of them. The other one had a tag. She does not. But look at her velvet coat. And I do want to show you, she has damage. Look at her shoes. I got her at Salvation Army down in the Florida Keys. I paid $30 because I pointed out the shoes. They had her priced at $80. I'm like, look at her shoes, I'm not paying $80. So they gave me her for $30. She sold for an offer of $165. If her feet were not messed up, she would have been worth over $500. Know the look of this, know the name Wayne Kletzky, as well as Catherine's collection. This doll is over $100 profit, and she sold in about 6 months. Up next are some Lucky opera glasses. There they are. These are like binoculars. These I got in a jewelry lot, actually. I only paid $1. They sold for $10, so they're about a $7 profit. Up next is an unbranded scarf. Really pretty squares. I put abstract monotone square scarf. It does have fringe. And this one sold for $10. I paid $1, so it's about a $7 profit, and it took about 6 months to sell. You can sell unbranded scarves. They'll typically sell for about $10 to $15, but you need to be able to keyword them well so that people can find them by something other than a name brand. Up next is a little Christmas ornament. Christmas is starting to sell a little more. This is a beautiful glass ornament. This one actually only sold for $6.82, kind of surprising. It's a really, really nice ornament. I only paid $1, so it's about a $4 to $5 profit, and it did take about a year to sell. And then a little Mickey. He was in a lot I only paid $1 for him. He sold for $12.99. He did take about 6 months to sell, but he's gonna be about a $9 profit. All right, here's a crazy thing. This cassette case, it was actually full of jewelry. It came in a jewelry lot, like as a jewelry box, but let me see if I can find it. It is Napa Valley, and even though it's raggedy, this thing sold in under a week for $17.54. So watch for Napa Valley cassette cases. There are some bigger ones that are worth quite a bit more. This one I really got for free. I bought the lot for jewelry, so it's going to be about a $15 profit. Last, we're finishing it up with a license plate. This one is an older one, and this one is the highest selling. This one sold for $50. I only paid $1. It did take a year to sell, and it's going to be about a $40 profit. All right, that is everything. I hope you enjoyed and learned some things that are selling right now. I hope you have had a good week so far. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Come hang out with us tonight on Whatnot at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see you there. I appreciate you all watching. Hit that thumbs up, share with your friends if you think they'll like it, and I will see you on the next one.